All right, so Rafa Nadal, huh? Talk about going out with a bang.
Yeah, no kidding. The Davis Cup is coming up, his last tournament ever, but first, he's got the Six Kings Slam in Saudi Arabia.
The Six Kings Slam, now that's interesting. Not exactly your typical tournament, is it?
Nope, not at all. It's an exhibition, so big money for the players, obviously, but no ranking points on the line.
Which makes it perfect for a guy like Nadal right now, don't you think? I mean, he just announced his retirement, so the pressure's off in terms of rankings, but he still gets to test himself against the best.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And let's be real, it plays right into Saudi Arabia's whole strategy of, like, sports washing, right?
Right, right. Bringing in these huge sporting events, all the big names, trying to boost their image on the world stage.
Exactly. And having Nadal there, well, that's a pretty big feather in their cap.
No doubt. But okay, back to the tennis itself.
hmm
I mean, Nadal facing off against Alcaraz right after announcing his retirement. You can't write this stuff.
Talk about a passing of the torch, huh? And remember, they were doubles partners at the Paris Games.
Oh, yeah. And they can team up again for the Davis Cup, too. Imagine that.
Crazy, right? But getting back to the Six King Slam for a sec, Alcaraz beat Nadal in the semifinals.
Yeah, 6-3, 6-3, if I remember correctly.
You got it. But Nadal's been pretty open about the fact that he's using this event, the whole thing, to prepare for the Davis Cup.
His final tournament, I mean, talk about going out on top. Facing those guys in Saudi Arabia, then one last hurrah with the Davis Cup.
Yeah, he called it his final tournament. Seems like he's really embracing these last few matches.
I mean, you got to think, he's going up against these young guns, the future of the sport, but he's not backing down. What an amazing competitor.
Absolutely. And speaking of young guns, can we talk about Jannik Sinner for a second? Because that other semifinal match, that was huge.
Huge is an understatement. He took down Djokovic, Novak Djokovic.
Right. The guy's on fire. I mean, that's back-to-back wins against Djokovic, first at the Shanghai Masters and now this.
And don't forget, he just won the U.S. Open.
Exactly. Sinner is the real deal. Although, there's still that doping case hanging over his head.
Right, right. He was cleared, but there's still that appeal.
Yeah, it's something to keep an eye on for sure.
Absolutely. So we've got Nadal aiming for one last glorious stand at the Davis Cup.
Which, by the way, he'll be playing for third place against Djokovic again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had that rematch at the Six King Slam. Man, what a time for tennis, huh?
Seriously. With Nadal retiring and Alcaraz, Sinner, these young guys coming up.
It feels like we're watching a major shift in men's tennis, doesn't it?
It really does. The future of the sport is in good hands, that's for sure.
It's bittersweet, you know? It's always tough to see legends like Nadal step away, but seeing these new stars emerge, well, that's pretty exciting too. What do you think? Will Nadal go out on top at the Davis Cup?
Who knows? But one thing's for sure, you don't want to miss it.
Couldn't have said it better myself.